Hallo zusammen aus dem Hauptquartier von 3T. Heute ein kleiner Vlog, wie wir hier eine kleine Factory-Tour machen, zusammen mit René Wiertz. Das ist der Geschäftsführer, CEO hier von 3T. Das Ganze wird leider auf Englisch stattfinden. Ich hoffe, die meisten von euch verstehen alles. Wenn nicht, wir machen auch noch einen Podcast, den habt ihr vielleicht schon vorher gehört. Der wird nämlich am Donnerstag jetzt schon veröffentlicht, das Video ein bisschen später. Das heißt, da werden wir auch noch viele Informationen hier nochmal besprechen und nachbesprechen, auch in deutscher Sprache. Aber jetzt gucken wir uns das Ganze erstmal an. René, thanks for inviting us. And are you going for skiing or hiking?
I'm sure everyone's wondering what the hell is he doing with these ski poles.
Yeah.
It is actually one of the first products that 3T made. A lot of people don't know about this, but 3T or Techno Tubo Torino, as it was founded, was creating ski poles in 1961. And these ski poles are made of tapered aluminium.
Okay.
And that was actually the technology behind these lightweight ski poles.
And here is the 3T. So
TTT.
TTT. So the original brand was TTT, right?
TTT, and you can see it here. This is actually where it all started in 1961. So 3T stands for Techno Tubo Torino, or Tecnologica del Tubo Torinese. Company founded in Torino by another very difficult to pronounce name, Mario De Dionici. But he founded the company and started to really bring innovation to market. First ski poles, but then using the same technology to make lightweight ski poles, to make lightweight handlebars and lightweight stems.
Cool.
And in 67 and 75, the company became really famous.
So this was the first logo, birth of the
3TT is one of the first logos.
Do we have something in original showing this logo?
Yes.
So we have a product here. This is 1967, and still really well made.
So this is a squill stem made in 1967, one of the most popular 3T stems, and this was all made in Italy in a factory that you see over here.
Right.
After that, 3T was the first one to start using aerospace and aluminium, and that then was the Superleggera created. That was the lightest handlebar ever made, and that's when all the professional racers started using 3T handlebar as their cockpit of choice to race the Tour de France and the Olympics and the World Championships.
Cool.
Also, 3T was been producing saddles, also something that a lot of people don't know.
Okay.
Also called the Superleggera. So at that time, this was a super light saddle.
Superleggera means super light.
Superleggera means super light.
It's not too light.
Not today, but
everything is relative.
Yeah, cool.
Perfect.
So and you started coming into the company or buying the company in 2007, as far as I can see.
In 2007, I took over the brand name and started from scratch. So we started with a complete new team of people.
So you did not take people or company or factory or something. You just started from zero.
Yeah. I was living in the Netherlands. I thought I moved the company back to the Netherlands, brought the trademark.
Yeah.
And then everyone was telling me that 3T was this great Italian company.
Okay.
So rather than moving the company to the Netherlands, I decided to move to Italy and build the company.
Oh, you're living here now? Okay.
I'm living here in Bergamo. So we are not anymore in Torino, we're close to Bergamo. And here's where we have our headquarters. And we have been building a company here since 2007.
And so you started from zero. What were your first products you made?
The first products were actually a handlebar.
Okay.
That's where 3T was most famous for, although we made saddles and ski poles. 3T became really famous with the handlebar bar and stem. So that was the first product to produce.
In carbon already, right?
Carbon, we started moving immediately to carbon production.
Yeah.
And actually that's also the year when we started sponsoring Team CSC. And we won with Carlos Sastre, we won the Tour de France. So we had a really great start.
Ah, cool.
After that we had many other wins. This is in track bar. This is the track bar of choice for most track federations. And we have won the World Championship with that bar, and also a couple of other important races like the Giro and Paris-Roubaix, for example.
Okay. So first you started as an accessory maker for bikes. What made you decide to start to make your first bike, the Explorer?
Yeah, so 3T has always been an accessory maker, bar, stem, seat post, all the parts around the frame. But I saw that bikes were getting more integrated, and we made all the parts except the frame. So I thought we are going to make also a frame and therefore make a superb bike that we can sell to our customers. And that's when Gerard Home, he's the founder of Cervelo, sold the company in 2012. Cervelo was always 3T's, one of the 3T's biggest customers. So Gerard Home came on board to help transition the company from parts to bike company. And that's the first result, the Explorer. So we launched the...
So the Explorer and people, our customers saw us already on our YouTube videos and the Strada. And with the Explorer you are one of the first, or if not the first, with the 650B tires in a road bike frame?
Yeah, we are the first with a performance gravel bike, an aero gravel bike. So when we launched the bike in 2016, the reactions were very mixed.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people saying, it's a beautiful bike, but why on earth would you need a bike like that? Today that is one of the best-selling gravel performance bikes. People realize that riding on-road and off-road is just so much more fun than just only on the road. And having the possibility to have wider tires and smaller wheels and wider tires is just adding so much fun to your cycling experience. So
it's a trend now. We experience it with our customers too. So you are a little bit ahead of your time because you are the first ones, and people are saying, "Oh, nobody will want this bike." Even I was in the market as a customer, didn't understand it, but now, yeah, it works really out, right?
Yeah, when we launched the bike, there was a chief editor of a major German bike magazine told me that it was a beautiful bike, but it was a niche of a niche, so we could sell very few quantities.
What magazine?
And he likes, I will not tell you what magazine, very famous big German bike magazine. And he came last year to me and he was very honest with me. He said, "René, I was wrong in 2016. This type of bike is actually what 95% of the road cyclists need." Of course, we also have the Strada, which is a pure road bike. There are always people that only want to ride on the road, or ride on the road and off-road, but on the road with the Strada, so we offer that as well. Yeah, the Explorer is really a bike that stands out and where you can really go on-road, off-road and have a lot of fun.
So what's the future and what are the newest products that are coming?
Now, 3T was a company that started producing their own parts in Torino. Then, as we all know, over time, a lot of production moved to Far East. But we are one of the first companies that bring production back in-house. So we have launched a factory here upstairs, we will see that later, where we actually produce products, 3T products, in-house. And that's a trend we see for the future, that we will produce our own products, our own bikes, not assemble, but produce. Assemble the bikes here and bring to our customers.
So really made in Italy products then.
Made in Italy products.
Let's start a tour.
Let's start the tour.
Let's start the tour. Yes. Please join. I'll leave the steep halls here. Please enter the office.
Thank you. So you have containers inside your office?
Yeah, so we are a company that we are proud to be first, very often first in using aerospace alloy, or first in making taper ski poles, as you see. So we also wanted to be first in creating a very creative and innovative environment where it's a pleasant place to work. It's very important. You spend so much time in the office, so you better make it a nice place to work. So we have created here sea containers and a central square. So please join me. You can see the square.
So this is just a normal hall, and inside the hall you put these containers.
Inside the hall. So we have split the warehouse in a warehouse and an office space. So here we have in this very big sea container, we have our office, so we have here customer service, we have your sales, logistics, marketing, that's all sitting together, so very short communication lines. And if you have a conversation or a meeting, you go into one of the other containers here, where you can have, we call it the 4-seater, the 6-seater and the 8-seater.
So you made your own containers a little bit bigger than the ones we know from the streets, right?
Yeah, these are not the containers we use to transport the goods. These are the containers that we specifically built for this purpose.
Okay.
And this is the central square of our office. It's called Piazza dei Dionigi. That's the founder of the company. So we still have to put the street sign on, but this is in the central place that is dedicated to him. So here's where we meet for great coffee, having a chat. Or
yeah, this is the most important part, is the coffee machine. You have to show us.
Italy is a very important part.
And you have your original 3T coffee machine, as far as I can see.
This is a Rocket Espresso. That is the company is owned by a friend of mine, and they actually produce these machines in Milano. Very interesting to see that.
Okay.
This is one of the best coffee machines, and a lot of cyclists are using this machine.
And this is the temperature of the water? Or?
This temperature, 105 degrees, not of the water, but of the machine.
Of the machine, okay.
And you have to have the right pressure, which you can see over here. In the green zone, all need to be in the green zone. And we make here
Very cool.
the best coffee.
And
coffee,
3T logo.
The logo on the side, of course. And we also have, of course, the 3T caps.
Yeah, these are very important.
Yeah. This is for the road rider. We also have one if you love graveling.
Nice.
You put it on your belt.
Okay, I take one of these. Are you selling these? So
Yes,
our customers will also ask for it.
That's a great idea.
So now we are going to the meeting room.
Yep. This is the large meeting room. So
very nice.
We use a lot of wood, a lot of natural materials. Also in our packaging we use a lot of recycled papers. We try to be as sustainable as we can be. But that's also what we vibrate over here. And here on the wall we have a couple of pictures of our Jeroboam Festival, because we just don't want to offer our customers bikes. We want to offer them a great bike experience. So we have this bike festival called Jeroboam that we hold every year. And Jeroboam is the name of a 3-liter wine bottle.
Okay.
So the distance that we offer in the Jeroboam Bike Festival is 300 kilometers, 150, that's the magnum size of wine bottle, 75 or 37.5. So you can, if you're a beginner, if you're a crazy rider, there's anything on offer during that weekend. It takes place in September.
Okay.
And every finish of the 300 kilometers gets a 3-liter bottle?
You get a 3-liter bottle, and we are right now expanding Jeroboam. We have a Jeroboam Spain, a Jeroboam Switzerland, and a Jeroboam Czech Republic.
And the Jeroboam Germany?
Is Czech Republic Germany, it's on the border.
Okay.
In Saxony, Switzerland.
Yeah. Okay.
Borders on the Czech Republic. That takes place in September.
Sächsische Schweiz, no?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And next year we'll be expanding overseas to the US and Japan as well. And then if you finish the 6 Jeroboams, 300 kilometers, I'm going to personally bring to you an 18-liter wine bottle.
Okay.
6 times 3 liters.
Yes.
And over there is the demo fleet, or?
That's in the end their demo fleet. So we have also a mechanic there that every time the bikes come back from a demo, they are being checked there and they put back on the wall. So once they're back on the wall, they are ready to use. So for journalists, but a lot of customers also coming here to try the bikes.
What you can see there is the logistics part, as far as I can understand. So you have logistics and office managed to bring everything in one big hall.
One place, yeah. And production upstairs. So we have all in the same building, and that is super efficient. It's also very pleasant to work like this. Yeah. So when there's a customer calling, do you have this in stock? And even if the computer says no, we can still walk in the warehouse and see if it's anyway not there.
Okay.
So that's very good, very short lines. One of the things that we also sell is Teepee Frames. It stands for ready to paint. So you can make your own color scheme. So this is one of an artist in Italy. He bought an Teepee frame and made for us this stone-looking bike. It's a really unique piece.
It's amazing
of art. We do a lot of those.
It's made with a brush, eh?
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of people wonder, why is the factory upstairs and the office downstairs?
Yeah.
But a lot is because we have a lot of people coming here, also consumers, suppliers. They say downstairs. What we do upstairs is part of that is confidential. We want to protect our innovation, our ideas. So what we show you is what we can show you. But that's the reason why we have a factory upstairs. So here we have our factory, where we have here in the corner we have our bike assembly. So we have been just assembling a new Explorer Blue Orange, which is I think one of the best graphics we ever did. It really stands out. Well, we have here 2 stations. So what we can do here is we can build for customer. Customers say, I want to change the wheels, I want to have another handlebar. We do all the kind of stuff here.
Okay.
So we can do that here. And the rest of the building is all about testing, and production. Maybe we can see the testing area first, and then we look at the production. So for testing we use the best German test machines. But for us very important that anything we sell is properly made, properly tested. So we do a lot of R&D testing, but we do also a lot of testing during production. So during production we pick once in 100 handlebar stem and we put it here on the test machine. So what we can do here is we test handlebar and stem, seat post. In the back there you see frame testing.
So yeah, what you can see here is a Strada, a commercial Strada team doing a fatigue test, in this case the seat post one. So what we do here is we perform all the ISO fatigue tests according to the norm, and this norm for the frame is divided in 3 tests. So the first one is the fork, so it's applying a load towards and outwards the frame, that's right. Second one is the bottom bracket, okay, it's testing this area. And the third one is the seat post, the one you can see here. This is now applying a load of 1,100 newtons, about 110 kilos approx, and it has to last for 100,000 cycles. 100,000 cycles. So this is what it has to pass.
Not yet. What is this test for?
So this is again is a ISO fatigue test for handlebar and stem. So it's the same. So if you want to test a stem, you have to do it together with a handlebar, or if you want to test only the handlebar, you have to do it together with the stem. So in this case, it's a combo stem plus handlebars test. So the ISO for handlebars and stem define 2 load cases. So first one is outer space, so it's something like this. It's a bit lower load. And the second one is the in-phase test, which is like this, and it's about, this case is 400 newtons. 400 newtons means 40 kilos. So for 100,000 cycles.
Also 100,000
cycles, yeah.
I see this is an aluminum one.
An alloy one, yeah, this is a Super Ergo Pro alloy one.
And the carbon version could take the impact even better, I guess, or no?
Much better. So
much better.
Yeah, we have tests, and usually carbon behaves better on lifetime than alloy.
Would you recommend for a customer after 5 years to exchange the handlebar and the stem, or don't you recommend anything?
No, not really, because this is really hard. So at the end in the field, it's nothing happens that you are all the time applying this 400 newtons. So it's not really. So what this ISO norm try to do is to when a component pass this test, is like will last forever, kind of. That's the idea of this. Is not to define an end of the life of the product. So it means that in a normal use, it will last forever.
But you would say the impacts a carbon handlebar can handle it even better.
Better, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Like a train leaving the station.
What is the speed though?
45 kilometers per hour, yeah.
So yeah, we recently launched 2 new wheels, the C45-32 carbon 700cc wheel and the 650B carbon wheel, and we're doing a lot of the testing here, and Sylvia will run you through the test protocols. He's the wheel engineer in 3T.
Yeah, hello. So basically now we just started the test of our C45. This is the 3T protocol we call, which is an additional test besides the ISO test. Because what we found out here is that the ISO test was kind of easy to pass for the wheels. So we added all the wheels we test for the ISO, but also we added our protocol that we developed here. So basically there is a load on the wheel up there.
Okay, how many kilograms?
100 kilograms.
Okay, 100.
On one wheel. And then now the wheel is running at 45 kilometers per hour. That's not... usually we run it at around 40. The important thing is that then it keeps the number of cycles, leaning cycles left and right constant.
It's moving this way and it has the load up there, and Over there is the asphalt.
Exactly.
Tarmac.
Exactly. So it's simulating a higher load on either side of the spokes, drive side or non-drive side. You have this direct cornering.
And how long will the machine run with this, with one wheel?
With one wheel, it's about, it's 45 kilometers per hour for 40 kilometers per hour for 1,000 kilometers.
So now we show you the production of the crank. So we make the 3T Turner cranking. That's the lightest one by aero road crank ever made. We use the technology from THM in Germany. It's a company acquired 3 years ago. We acquired that to get the manufacturing know-how in the company. So based on their technology we made a 3T crank called the 3T Turner, and we do that here. The non-drive side of the Turner crank. You can imagine that if you fold this, it starts already looking more like a crank arm. Yeah. But that is how it all starts. It actually starts all with carbon rolls like this. So we use different types of carbon fiber. So the Turner crank we make at 2 levels, a team level and a limited level. And for the limited level we use this carbon, which is a lot thinner. And this is the carbon for the team level. Once we have cut pieces, we go to preform them. So here already you see that it looks almost like a crank arm. So this is the team version. So a little bit rougher carbon surface, or the limit, our top end, which looks a little bit finer, and this is around 30 grams lighter. All made in Italy. One of the things that's also very important about this manufacturing technology is that we don't require any painting. This is coming out of the mold like this. And that's a big difference from Asian production where there's a lot of defects to be fixed. The production over here is just perfect.
So last but not least, the most important room here.
The kitchen. Because food in Italy is one of the most important things in life.
Okay.
So here's where everyone in the office can eat. You can cook here your pasta, and that's what most people are doing. And
during the midtime you drink?
Another very important element is that we have our dedicated 3T beer. This is Rotter beer. So this is perfect for after riding.
Drink beer, ride bikes?
Yes. And it really works.
It works!
But better in the other way. Ride a bike, drink a beer afterwards.
Okay.
I recommend it.
Nice. And
here's where we play Holland, Italy, or Germany, Holland. Depending on the visitors are. In this case, we do Holland, Germany.
Okay.
1-0 Germany.
Congratulations, congratulations.
Okay, René, thank you very much again for showing us all the facilities. Very, very interesting, the thing with the testing. I will say some last words in German to our YouTube community. So, vielen Dank fürs Zugucken. Ich hoffe, ihr habt halbwegs verstanden und die Bilder haben ja auch oft für sich gesprochen, ja, wie das Ganze mit den Testmaschinen und so weiter ist. Ich empfehle euch nochmal den Podcast, den wir hier in Bergamo aufgenommen haben. Also wirklich eine tolle Firma. I think 20 people working here, 25?
Yes,
25. So, kleiner als man denkt, aber wirklich, ja, wir haben jetzt mit vielen Mitarbeitern hier auch schon zu tun gehabt. Sehr bewegliches Team, sehr innovativ und jeder hat einem hier gleich geholfen und Sachen gezeigt. So it's a very, very nice team you have. It's a little bit, you understand what I'm saying in German,
yes,
right?
Correct, yeah.
Because he's originally from Holland, right? So,
yeah.
Okay, so, vielen Dank fürs Gucken. Wir haben ja noch 2 andere Videos gedreht. Abonniert den Kanal, auch spannende Sachen dabei. Und dann bis zum nächsten Mal. Thank you. See you next time.
Thank you very much. All right. Wiedersehen.
Ciao. So, und bevor wir wieder fahren, gucken wir uns mal an. Wir haben ja schon 2 blau-orange Räder bestellt für uns, für den Laden. Und die sollen heute rausgehen. Lass uns mal gucken, ob wir die hier finden.
Ja, ich weiß, die haben die schon zur Seite gestellt.
Also hier sind sie nicht dabei. Wo könnten sie denn nur sein?
Ich glaube, sie haben sie sehr markant hingestellt.
Also das geht hier nach Hannover. Das können nur wir sein. Explo Team Eagle E-Tab nach Hannover. Lass uns die schnell da wieder nach vorne schieben, nicht, dass die hier noch hängen bleiben.
Dass ich die eigenen Pakete reinpacke, ist auch ungewöhnlich.
Das ist eigentlich total strange, ne? Normalerweise sehen wir immer nur die Kartons bei uns im Büro. Der muss erst mal sein ganzes Auto jetzt umladen, dass da überhaupt die ganzen Fahrräder reinpassen. Oh, we have only 30 more bikes. So this is the most important room as far as I can see. This is was heißt Restroom, hätte ich fast gesagt. Was heißt ein Pausenraum? What's the name for this?
Mensa or the
Cafeteria. Kitchen is okay.
Kitchen.
Hannover, das können nur wir sein. Alter, eine Mücke. Ich glaub's ja nicht.
Exploro Team Eagle.
Ach komm, Dan, wir sparen uns die Versandkosten. Du kannst das doch bei dir im Handgepäck mitnehmen, oder?
In meinem Handgepäck, ja.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.